told y'all. Bad Mike told you time and time again.
Well. As you see, we're about to continue the conversation. As you already know, the outrage of Kevin Stefanski as the newest head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. I am your boy Six and K. To my left, you know him as Mad Mike Sports.
Now you gotta suffer the consequences.
To my right, you know him as the Don.
A lot of fans right now are acting just like this.
I'm emotional. Look at me. I can't stop crying.
Wait. Wait,
What?
wait.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
Oh my!
Oh my God.
There's a lot of emotional fans right now, man. They crying for no reason. I'm
Mm.
like, but anyway, we'll talk about the show. Let's keep going.
Man, and as you know, at the bottom of the screen, we got Mr. White, OG Big
Emotional
Fan.
damage.
And right next to him, we got the two to the truth in the building.
I get so emotional, baby. Every time I think of you. Okay.
All right, man, fellas, man. Go ahead, Mike, man. How we got? Wait, before we do this, we gonna give a shout out to the people that say here already. Like you said, Drip LaFleur. We got Maurice Martin, we got King Kev, and we got UK, man. So, Mike, kick us off, man. What we got going on?
Well, I actually want to get my Pistol Pete Maravich, so I'm gonna pass it to the Don.
Mm. Oh, behind the back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Behind the
Well,
back, pat to the left.
look, man. I want everybody to understand something. All right. When you're looking at hiring someone, you don't just look at one game or just a few games. You look at the totality of their career. All right. Because some of y'all just looking at what happened recently in Cleveland with the Shador situation. I'm gonna look at every single thing he's done, who he's worked with, and what the franchise he just left. All right. So let's look at Kevin Stefanski a little bit deeper. All right. How did he get the Cleveland job? Well, I don't know if we brought this up before, but the job he did in Minnesota. All right. He was in Minnesota for what? A good, 18 years, and what,
Mm-hmm.
2003 to 2020, I believe. So they were like
Mm-hmm.
what, 17 years. Okay. He saw quarterbacks that he had bad quarterbacks and he had good quarterbacks. He worked with a legendary Brett Favre up there. And made Chase Keenum look formidable. Everybody forgot about the Minnesota Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of that.
Yeah.
And the latter part of his Minnesota tenure up there, Gary Kubiak, you guys, was the consultant for the Minnesota's offense. He the one helped Stefanski and groomed him because everybody knew that he was going to be a head coach one day. All right, Clint Kubiak worked under Stefanski at that time. He left Minnesota for Cleveland to be the head coach in his first season. Took the Browns to the playoffs, a team that haven't seen the playoffs in 18 years at that time.
With Baker Mayfield.
With Baker Mayfield. It went inside Three River State, or whatever they call it now. I still call it Three River Stadium there, Pittsburgh. Went into Three River Stadium and beat the Steelers. on the road. All right,
Okay.
won Coach of the Year. Then 2 years later, you got to think about it. The Deshaun Watson contract kind of doomed Stefanski. It doomed him because not only you were forced to play a guy that you don't even know if you want to run with or not, right? And you also added to the point of you traded first round draft picks away, so you're not getting any first round talent, and your cap space is crazy. So you don't really have much to work with when you're trying to, extend contracts or even bring in new talent to help your team win. But he still made it back to the playoffs in 2023
With Joe
with an
Flacco.
old Joe Flacco of all people. Made Joe Flacco tonight. Joe looked better than what he did in Baltimore, if we've been honest. Under Stefanski. Look up the numbers. The stats are there. So going back to what I said in the beginning, just looking at the totality of his career as a coach, it's really good. All right. Now everybody gonna say, well, they offense didn't look good, da da da. Okay, you know who else offense didn't look good before we hired them to be our offensive coordinator back in 2015? Kyle Shanahan. You know what team he was with before he came to us? Cleveland. So again, y'all, just because somebody didn't work out previously with the team doesn't mean they're not gonna work out with us. Like, we're a better ran organization than the Browns. We just are.
All right. All right. So, Sam, what you got?
Mm-hmm.
What you got on this? And then shoot, you go right behind
What's done is done. We have a new head coach with a brand new start, with a brand new thought. And all this ready to blame instead of being ready to celebrate a new beginning. I sound like a you problem. But I honestly really don't have no problem. Because like Don said, actions and results speaks for themselves. The job that this man has done in climbing up in his career speaks for itself. You took a fresh out of college Baker Mayfield in that division. Let that sink in. Baker Mayfield, fresh out of Oklahoma, in that division, and go into Pittsburgh and win a playoff game. So, all of that, he got 2 meaningless coach of the year. Well, there's no such damn thing.
Oh, God.
There's no such thing as a meaningless coach of the year award. When you take that team to the playoffs and beat the division winner in the playoffs. I mean, we got, and then to turn around and do it again with a senior citizen in Joe Flacco, who had a wonderful year that year, I might add. Come on, man. You got a 80% readily built franchise at your disposal now that you can come in and fix the flat tire, check all the fluids, change all the hoses and wires, and road ready.
All right, man. All right, Truth, man, what you got for it? Wait a minute. I know he didn't just fall asleep.
And he
Truth.
sleep. That nigga sleep again.
All right, Mike. All right, go ahead, Mike, man. What you got?
Yeah, there you go. Shit. Well, fuck you too, True. Motherfucker don't put me on the spot. I'm doing homework in the back, and now I got a damn talk. So
My phone ain't ring, man. My phone ain't ring. That's what happened.
no, you need to upgrade them damn phones. That's the problem. You know damn
Yeah,
well.
I mean that too. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too, man. Folks always.
I know, because I got two myself. So I
Yeah,
ain't
like damn, and then folks don't know how to get off the phone when you saying I'm literally over here on the show, like, and it was somebody complaining about. I'm glad. Here's the Mike. Was you already talking, or do I need to wait?
Go ahead.
Now go ahead, man.
I ask you, my fellow Falcon fans. I mean, what you want? Like what? I mean, what's your realistic expectation? How did you expect the Falcons to go about this? Because it's so many people, man, that's so bothered. So you act like a damn act of treason that happened because we hired Kevin Stefanski. So Don just literally read off something that somebody said that is mind blowing to me. How could the Falcons do something like this or worse to this effect with it being the King holiday? I am, you know what? When you think you done heard it all, then you
What the
hear,
hell the King holiday got to do with it?
and I'm like, listen, are you that bothered by? Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let's go back to 7 days ago. Today is Sunday. 7 days ago, Michael Anthony Linson told us.
Damn.
I had to call it government name. He told us all. He told us as well. He didn't just tell y'all. He told us, the conglomerate. He told us, the coalition.
10,000 and the done. We sat there for hours telling y'all what not. But I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. He told us, don't, before we go out here and put out any content, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep an open mind. You know what I said? Okay, because guess what? Who did I want, y'all?
Mike McCarthy.
I wanted Mike McCarthy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ain't over here banging my head on the wall and cutting the whole damn fool and all that. Listen.
God damn, Truth. I just hit my head on the damn wall. God damn it. You got a voodoo doll on me or something?
My bad. Get some ice. Make sure you're not concussed. But listen, I'm trying to figure, like, Sam, maybe you can help. I don't know. What is wrong? Like, y'all got upset because shit was moving too slow, right? Mm-hmm. Like, y'all got upset because it wasn't, y'all already knew Matt Ryan was the damn president, but you got mad because you hadn't heard it. How about that? Then you hear it. Then once you hear it, you got mad at the New York Giants because they wouldn't let Harbaugh out of the fucking bill. What the Falcons? Y'all got mad. Hold on. Y'all got mad at the Falcons because the New York Football Giants would not let John Harbaugh out of the building. So I need somebody to please help me understand it, because like I really do fall for trying to understand stupid. I really do. And y'all tell me all the time.
It's not even about them letting Harbaugh out of the building. Harbaugh didn't want to leave. Harbaugh wanted to stay. He did not want to come to us.
Listen. Hey, no argument. All I ride in the same car. Nevertheless, either way it happened, whether Harbaugh didn't want to leave or they wanted to let him out the building, y'all got mad at the Falcons. What they were supposed to do? Send the damn SEAL Team 5 up in there and take him against his will? We were told in the beginning that that was his first choice. Now the dominoes starting to fall. You know who you know who the next head coach hired after John Harbaugh out of all the head coach openings? Y'all know the next
Who?
head coach that was hired?
Stefanski.
Nope, right before
Oh,
Stefanski,
Matt
it was
Nagy.
Matt Nagy. You know what? You know why Tennessee hired Matt Nagy so fast? Do y'all know why? This is why y'all gotta watch, learn, and read and comprehend. The reason Tennessee hired Matt Nagy so fast, because they knew that Stefanski was out on them and had done already chose us.
Yep. And not only John Harbaugh, Stefanski, and Matt Nagy, all three of those they all have head coaching experience. Not only that, Miami yesterday hired Jeff Hafley as their head coach. Hafley has head coaching experience in the college level. He was the Boston College head coach for a few years. He left because of the NIL deal, NIL and all that stuff kind of is ruining football. So he could only do so much at Boston College. So he's like, I'm about to go back to the NFL. So again, you guys, all these hires that are happening right now, the teams that are getting their guys, they have head coaching experience, you guys. Like Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year. John Harbaugh, Super Bowl winning head coach. Mike McCarthy, he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. And they all have, well, outside of Harbaugh, have a history of developing quarterbacks. Matt Nagy, he has head coaching experience and playoff experience. He has a history of developing quarterbacks. Y'all got to put everything together, man.
I want to read something real fast before I turn it back over to Kev and Mike and Don and Sam. Before I turn it back over to you, I want to read something real fast that I found very interesting. And I got this from one of my Facebook friends, and she's also happened to be a close friend of mine. This is from a person who doesn't have an athletic bone in her body, and she is a real estate agent, but she's a Falcons fan. Stop thinking a record is the only thing relative to hiring decisions as it related to the head coach position. Think business. Hard truth about coaching searches. Nobody wants to say out loud. No coach with a winning record and job security is jumping ship. I'm going to say that part again. No coach with a winning record and job security is jumping ship. Hence what Don had to tell me about a week and a half ago about the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Don, you remember telling me that?
Yeah.
Okay. Not mid-build, not mid-success, not for chaos. So let's be honest about what's actually left to choose from. Reclamation projects, coordinator gambles, culture in quotation hires. Culture hires fans call boring.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Can you clarify what people mean by culture in the manner that you were saying? Because the thing is with culture, people just think it's about the city and its environment and ethnic backgrounds and whatnot. But the culture, when you talk about football, has everything to do with the style of play you're gonna put. Because you look at the Braves, for example, the Braves culture, when it comes down to it, baseball culture, it's different. If you go out there acting like a damn fool, screaming and yelling, everybody at the baseball field gonna be looking like you. Hey, get your ghetto hood ass up out of here.
I'm gonna use another example, Mike. I want to use another example. I'm glad you brought that up. In the NBA, you hear the Miami Heat always talk about heat culture, right? They ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about being by my brother or brother Akbar Muhammad. That type of culture. They talking about heat culture. what the type of basketball that we have embedded into that we have in our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, she goes on to say, or the panic hire nobody believes in. There's no perfect option on the board, only trade-offs. And here's the part people miss. Teams don't fail because they picked the wrong coach. They fail because the organization itself misaligned, impatient, or unclear on who they are. Until
Mhm.
that's fixed, any coach is temporary. You don't need a miracle hire. You need a grown-up plan. The Falcons have made moves to fix the alignment in the front office along with hiring him. Rise up, birds, let's go. That came from a 46-year-old real estate agent. I'm not bullshitting y'all.
That's how that
And
just
she'll get
sound that
mad as
just
hell, but
sounded.
I'm gonna say her name. Her name is Tawana Manning. Go on my Facebook page and look up Manning Kai. Kye, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That came from a real estate agent, not a content creator, not an ex-football player, not a Mr. Know-it-all, smartest man in the fucking room. That came from a real estate agent who happens to be a Falcons fan. Y'all go ahead.
Stuck in your head, it's keeping you from creating. I get it. I have all the empathy for the place that.
Damn.
What the hell?
Stuck in your head actually kind of resonated because I'm thinking that's where a lot of people are. They have it stuck in their head that what they believe is reality. Everybody has the option to create their own reality. You have that option, but it's not everybody's option to believe the shit that you saying. And that's where everything tails off and where everybody starts fights because you believe that this reality and other people believe in. The thing is, you got to bring that vision together while, I know a lot of people are really down on Mr. Blank saying he doesn't have a clear vision. I'm like, he has a clear vision. He knows exactly what he wants, but he's not a football player, so he can't articulate it like a guy like Matt Ryan's, and that's Matt Ryan's job to help articulate that vision for Mr. Blank.
Mm-hmm.
What you read off there, truth, is the idea of somebody that's not thinking in the emotion of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is right now is the main warning, and we said it. The main warning is we didn't know what the direction that they were going to go to. So do not put your eggs in the one basket of the quote unquote popular name. Let's just be honest. The backlash of all this shit comes from the Shador Sanders shit. Point blank, period. That's all it comes down to. All these folks mad because Shador Sanders wasn't an all-pro quarterback in Cleveland in year one. And you blame Stefanski for it. The reality of it is, yeah, you don't get a Clint Kubiak who's the hot name, but you also get somebody that's coached under the same guidance of a Gary Kubiak.
Exactly.
Which is brought to my attention by Don, which Don brought that to my attention as well. Once again, you fall in the trap of the popular name. You fall in love with the trap of the popular narrative.
Oh, shit.
The Atlanta Falcons right now are going under a villain arc that these people ain't used to. We talked about it. Sometimes you have to make the uncomfortable decision. And right now, what you're seeing with the outrage of this move is the uncomfortable hire. The problem is they've already tried the comfortable route, which was Raheem Morris. He was the comfortable route.
Mm-hmm.
And the team didn't show any progress as far as being able to take it to the next level. On average, from 2021 to 2025, this team went from a staggering 7 games to a 8 game surplus. That's 1 game. That ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, right now, Falcon fans are just uncomfortable with Kevin Stefanski, and it shows that emotionally, y'all were too comfortable with being comfortable.
Man, look, like I said, the man went to the playoffs twice. The man went to the playoffs twice this decade. We haven't even seen the playoffs this decade. We haven't even seen it. And going back to that 2020 run that they had, they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Then they went to Kansas City. Almost beat Kansas City, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Kansas City went to the Super Bowl that year.
Mm-hmm.
But Chad Hennon, former Michigan Wolverine, all-time great quarterback, beat Cleveland. And I think when didn't that game go into overtime?
I think
Those were the
so.
last seconds of the game. It went down to the wire in that game. Cleveland pretty much threw everything at them, and they came up short.
Right.
2020, I think Nick Chubb ran for 1,400 yards that year.
I think he was the.
He did like 4 times under him.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think Bijan gonna do under Stefanski?
Probably more. Not only that, but they also saying they're gonna bring in Bill Callahan as the offensive line coach, which is great news because I'm like, if we're not keeping Ledford, they better be bringing somebody in, know what they're doing with his offensive line. And I do trust Callahan, to be our offensive line run game coach.
Right.
I don't think we've been doing as good of a job in our inside zone running scheme as the outside. We've been way too predicated to stuck to the outside zone running scheme. That's why a lot of our play actions don't work, whether it's inside the pocket, because there's no real threat because we're not running up the middle as much as we should, which is insane because you got 2 of the best inside zone running scheme backs in the league.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But
and here's a comment right here. Hold on. What's going on, Auntie Pam? How you doing?
Auntie.
Hey, Auntie.
Here's a comment. This is what I'll talk about from an emotional standpoint. He said, "Ain't no way y'all can spend it. We don't want Kevin Stefanski."
Who is we? Hold on. Let me.
Who is we?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I got this. Who the hell is we? For one, who the fuck who you speak for anybody? That's for first foremost. You out of place anyway, pimp, for thinking that you speak for people. Who is we? We want to win. We don't give a damn about who, if you're white, black, Asian, or black Asian, all right? We don't give a damn about none of that stuff. Nobody would have thought that Brent Key would be in the position that he is the way Georgia Tech has been the last 10 years. Nobody would think that Kirby Smart would have came to Georgia and won 2 national championships. Nobody would have thought that how Georgia had gone 40 years without a championship.
Nobody would have thought that the first 8 years, the first 7 years of Jim Harbaugh's career at Michigan, I was ready to give up on that man.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to give up on that man, and then end up winning a national championship.
Nobody thought that Liam Cole would take the Jaguars to the playoffs his first year.
Right. I sure as hell
Nick Sirianni is another one. Everybody laughed at the Nick Sirianni one.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody laughed at Dan Campbell talking about biting off kneecaps. Changed that culture up there in Detroit.
Yeah, you
We
biting on
biting
his
on.
lip now. I believe him
But
when
like
he
you
said,
said, like I said, this goes back to the conversation where he says we. I guess he's talking about the community hall,
he's talking about the
the hotel, the 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 whole. What he said,
I'm gonna shoot it to y'all. I'm gonna shoot it to people straight, that people like him and everybody that thinks like him. Being a fan is a choice. You have
exactly.
the option. You are empowered to make whatever decision you want to make. And if y'all do not want to be a fan of the Atlanta Falcons anymore because this is not a good, you don't like this, guess what? Go be a Ravens fan. Go be a Giants fan. Go cheer for whoever else y'all want to cheer for. Like, we are getting. I know I can't speak. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I am sick and tired of the paramount of bitching and complaining that y'all took on, that y'all been doing. Like, listen, we sat back and we took the bullshit from when Raheem was hired 2 years ago. And I said this so many times. That right there put us 5 years back. And I said, this organization better not ever listen to y'all ever again about anything. I don't care what it is. Y'all should not be heard from ever again.
oh, I want to bring this up while you said that because I think this is where a lot of this shit starts and begins. Well, I don't say starts and begins, but it adds a lot of fuel to it. That bullshit that Cam Newton put out. Where he's going out of his way. It's funny that a lot of these things happen, and then guys like Cam Newton come out and say just say that you want an
There's not
opportunity.
enough blacks in leadership in the NFL.
Like it's black folks leaders in everywhere. The head of the competition committee. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Black people come in all shapes and colors, motherfuckers. Just because you think big that Zulu warrior is black, don't mean somebody else ain't black. Okay, a guy like Mike McDaniel, believe it or not, he's black.
Hell, Kevin Stefanski's black. If y'all really know,
Hey,
biracial.
He's
At least
biracial.
want to be
They're
technical.
still not white. Okay.
Exactly.
yeah. Somebody just said everyone outside the Falcons fan base thinks Stefanski is a great hire.
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Because we're the only fan base that cares more about the aesthetics of how it looks instead of can it breed results.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the bottom line. Like I said, y'all mad because of the Shador Sanders shit. It ain't got nothing to do with the football aspect of it. The big Shador Sanders fans and what happened in Cleveland is what turns you off of him. The thing about it is very hypocritical of a guy like DJ here talking about we don't want to lose a season, where you sitting here literally praise for the previous head coach who had been a head coach, a full-time head coach since 2010. Just saying.
Who, by the way, was only one game better than the previous head coach before him, who had a worse roster.
Expectations, bro.
Make it make sense.
Y'all can't come out here and talk about setting expectations for Stefanski when y'all set no expectations for Homer Simpson.
Again, what makes this a bad hire? Outside of your
what makes it a bad hire outside of the
Shador situation?
Outside of the Shador situation? That's a good question to ask. Like outside of the Shador Sanders situation, what really makes this a bad hire? Because the last two head coaches that we've had have had losing records coming into this damn team. So
normally when coaches coach the Cleveland Browns or the Raiders or the Jets, normally it never pans
Oh,
out for whatever coach come that way. And they normally going to one of those organizations is pretty much you committed career suicide. But for what Stefanski did with that situation, he made the best out of he could, and still managed to go to the playoffs twice and win Coach of the Year with multiple quarterbacks. But I digress.
yeah. So that's a question I asked for the people. Outside of the Shadur Sanders situation, why do you think this is a bad hire?
And
No, don't
somebody
give me
just
this bullshit talking about you not high on, but he's an upgrade. That's a cop out, LD.
yeah.
That's a punk ass cop out, and you know it. You
Hmm.
just don't fucking like him. All right, you ain't look. You don't see nothing good at him. Respond like that. That's a fucking cop out.
But
He
like you
said
said,
Sirianni was on the verge of losing his job after a Super Bowl appearance.
Oh, what?
That's what LT just said. Sirianni was on the verge of losing his job after a Super Bowl appearance.
Says who?
I don't know. Hey, look, he
I
been
thought
safe with that.
that was Jalen Hurts. If you're talking about the first time around.
Yeah, when they lost against Kansas City the first time when he was there. Yeah, but people go like I said, man. People gonna say whatever about Stefanski, and like honestly, it don't whatever they say outside of Shador. I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna entertain it. And then somebody said something about the Browns. The Browns said this is not a good coach and he's not a good coach. I'm like, when the Browns ever had a good coach?
Who the fuck
Outside,
the Browns is? They lost they lost their original team. Bitch, shut up.
I'm like, y'all literally had Marty Schottenheimer and Bill Belichick on y'all coaching staff in the 80s and 90s. And they knew nothing.
Well, think about this. The Cleveland Browns had 42 starting quarterbacks since 1999. So, what are we talking about?
42. 42.
I asked that question last night. I'm just, that 42, bro. 42. 42. And that guy in San Francisco had 6 of them in there when he was there.
Look, it's impossible for me to try to eat 42 donuts, and they got 42 damn quarterbacks, okay?
But like I said, nobody still answered the question. Outside of the Shador Sanders situation, what makes you think that this is? What makes you think it's a bad hire outside of that situation? Because we're taking that situation out. You got to give a clear example as to why.
Because when you actually sit down and you do something that a lot of you all don't do, and that's homework, research, and you look at, again, like I said earlier, when he has worked his way up in his career, and there is good work in working your way up that he has done in his career. But a lot of y'all just stuck on trying to Martin Luther King to the mountaintop, and he did. But you can't give a football answer to the goddamn question at all.
Can't defend. These are your words. When they can't defend, they deflect.
That is the optimal reaction. When you run out of excuses for the fuckery, you go to deflecting. Those are facts. On a daily basis, those are facts. This man, what he did in Minnesota, look at the tree that he came off of. On top of that, he has a background. A real good football background. He has a very good sports background when you really look at it.
Well, yeah, like you said, at least you know what he is. Yeah, shit. Just spent the same 2 years asking about what Homer Simpson's good at. Y'all goddamn couldn't answer
Still
that.
ain't answered that question yet. Shit.
Well, this hiring doesn't necessarily change the draft because you look at the makeup of the Falcons. They wanted a hire that was going to highlight what we do anyway, which is our offensive line and our running game. Kevin Stefanski used a lot of 12 personnel, ironically.
Yeah, yeah.
He used a lot
Wow.
of play action. He used a lot of pretty much traditional sets that a lot of offensive coordinators don't use. Outside of the Shanahan's and Kubiak's and whatnot, he used a lot of that. So just looking at him, he fits perfectly what we do. It probably more than any coach that we've had since Shanahan. But when it comes down to the the outside football, man, I think the Falcons just getting back to the men in black. We're going back to the Jerry Glanville Grits Blitz days where they don't give a fuck about what the fans think or the media thinks. They're going to play their brand of football, and I think it's about time for it because
That brand of football that got us to a Super Bowl in '98.
That brand of football where we smash a motherfucker in the face and play solid defense. Sound familiar?
And who was the coach then?
Mr. Reed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
ironically, he played running back. He played running back for the Dallas Cowboys.
Wait, Sam. But ironically, you do realize the system that he runs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don, anybody know what system he runs?
Coming to offense?
Yeah.
It's the same as Kubiak.
It's the same. He's the one. He Kubiak and all. Well, more so Dan Reeves than anything that came up with the quick passing, running, heavy running.
Using
Mike
a lot of
Shanahan Mike Shanahan wanted to do. He wanted to throw the ball a little bit more. He wanted to modernize things, but Dan Reeves was like, "No, this is the way it should be."
That's why Jamal Anderson argued one of the greatest seasons in the history of running backs, much less Falcons running backs.
I think that Cleveland would have done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, sometimes it's okay to just let a situation play itself out. I mean, is that asking too much to let a situation play itself out? You being mad ain't nothing. You ain't doing nothing but just you doing one or two things. You either punching air or punching a wall. Either way, you wasting punches.
Yeah, them punching walls, them things hurt like a motherfucker.
And the second part gonna cause a few bags of ice and maybe some gauze. But either way, you're punching. Either way, you're just wasting punches.
Mm-hmm.
You getting mad over some shit that you cannot control. And you can't bitch and complain your way for shit to get right, to get the way you wanted to get.
Oh, that's another question, Richard De Niro, right here, about being in a tough division. That's one of the best divisions in football.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I said that. Like you had to play John Harbaugh twice a year. You had to play Mike Tomlin twice a year. You had to play Joe Burrow. I get it. You know the Bengals ain't been, but they've been to the Super Bowl in the past a few years ago. And a healthy Joe Burrow is dangerous. Like that's one of the hardest divisions in football.
There you go.
He held his own against two future Hall of Fame coaches. Like, hey. I'm saying that 8 and 9 or 7 and 9 Cleveland team is equivalent to an 11 and 6 Falcons team.
Hold on. I could counter this right here.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on. Let me do it. I'm gonna say it. K had Baker Mayfield, Prime Nick Chubb, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, who couldn't win. Good luck. Well, Raheem Morris had Bijan Robinson,
Mm-hmm.
Jesse
Y'all put it
Bates.
there.
Man, OBJ had about goddamn 9 torn
Man,
ligaments in his knee. Shut the fuck up, man.
You see what?
OBJ
Oh God.
wasn't shit after 2015.
Nick
Let's keep
Chubb
it
had
real.
tore up his
Oh
damn
God.
knee too. But what are you talking about? And
Oh
Jarvis
God.
Landry
Well,
couldn't
look,
stay
look,
healthy
look,
either.
look, 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 look,
Oh
look,
God.
look, 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 look,
Oh
look.
God.
With a
My
Bijan,
head
look,
hurt.
with a Bijan Robinson, a Kyle Pitts, a Drake London. Hey, you can say Kirk Cousins and a Michael Penix.
Tyler
We
Algier to back up Bijan Robinson. Uh,
Yeah, a
Ty-
pro,
one of the top
all
offensive
pro at right guard.
one
Like,
of the top offensive lines in football, and we won one more game.
the number 2 receiver in 2024 was 7 yards shy of 1,000. Man, oh God.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I really believe that some of y'all be eating glue.
But y'all wanted to give homie the clown another chance though.
Yeah, homie.
no, y'all better
Yeah.
keep. Y'all got to keep. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all got to keep that same energy. Cause y'all 2 years ago, y'all looked us dead in our face. That y'all need to give Raheem a chance. Okay, well, y'all need to give Kevin Stefanski a chance. He's our head coach now.
Mm-hmm.
We need to rally behind him. You know, look, I think it'd be good if y'all don't. Guess what? That's good for us because I be tired of seeing out that hill being too crowded when I want to go to the training camp during the summer. That means it ain't gonna be as packed
Hell
this summer.
yeah, boy! Look,
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Mike, Kev, Don, Sam, please excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Describe trash, Black Spartan.
His train of thought.
That's what I'm about to say.
No, hold on, Sam. Describe trash.
His train of
I,
thought.
I'm still trying to
Hold on,
figure
hold
Now
out.
on,
let
hold
him
on,
speak
hold
for
on.
himself. Describe
Hold on.
trash.
He ain't.
See, this dumb motherfucker shit that irritate the fuck out of me. Get out of here with that little boy ass shit. Go somewhere and play on your fucking big wheel. You dumb motherfucker.
I'm still trying.
The
I'm
fuck
still
out of here
trying
with
to.
that dumb ass shit.
I'm still waiting
He's
on
still,
somebody to tell.
Excuse me,
I-
y'all.
I'm
Excuse
still
me.
no,
waiting on
no, you
something.
good, you good,
You
you good.
good. But I'm like
Stupid
it
ass
was
shit.
what it was 10 minutes ago that we've been waiting
Stupid
for somebody to
fuck.
explain why Kevin Stefanski ain't good. Besides outside of the Shador situation, we still waiting. Ain't nobody came and told us and explained it. Give me 5 reasons. I ain't gonna go 5.
Shit,
I
just
give
do
you an
three.
opportunity. I'm a handicap.
Three.
Give me
Just
3 reasons. Give me 3 reasons why Kevin Stefanski is not good outside of the
should
Shador
know it's that.
situation. Give me
yeah, I'm
3
still
valid
trying to
reasons.
figure out.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. It better not be an emotional based opinion. It needs to be factual. Your opinion better have facts.
The sad part is they ain't gonna be able to do it, and we done already given them the answers in the course of this live. Exactly. That's the funny part.
While we waiting on somebody to give an answer, it's amazing. 2 years ago, we was told to get a brother a chance. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
The irony of that is the first 2 scapegoats from that brother were 2 other brothers. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Lake, scapegoat 1. Ike Hilliard, scapegoat 2. But we were told to give a brother a chance who wouldn't give 2 other brothers a chance.
Wow.
That's funny. That's funny.
Powerful. Very powerful.
God almighty.
Mm.
Get a
Good.
black man a chance while he killing black
Get a
men.
brother a chance, is what they said.
Mm-hmm. And y'all still didn't answer that damn question.
They
I want
not.
Mr. Trash Can, okay?
The part, like you said, at the end, at what this prove
that
once
motherfucking
again.
timeout. Put that motherfucking timeout. Put him in timeout, please.
Yeah,
Put that motherfucking timeout.
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah,
But like you said,
put that motherfucking timeout.
once again, this goes back to the idea of comfort. It's enough. What it is we got motherfuckers. They're comfortable with big names. They're comfortable with validation. And the problem is with this. This doesn't give the validation or the comfort that they're looking for. And this is where all the crashing out is coming in at. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, the Atlanta Falcons are in their villain arc now. They're basically like, fuck y'all. We gave you what you want. We gave y'all what y'all wanted, and y'all still bitched about it. So we're going to take a different approach. We're going to do what you don't want. And we finna make this shit happen.
Yeah, fuck you was a picture of Matt Ryan president was it.
I mean, you gotta think about it. You come back to an organization in which its entire city don't wish harm on your family.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wish harm on your family and on your career for 14 years. And the first move that you made was bringing in a coach that these motherfuckers don't like. That's a villain arc right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest with you, Matt Ryan. So you telling me you telling me Matt Ryan is Vince McMahon?
Woo!
Yeah, that's where he going with.
Look. Y'all don't like Roman Reigns, but I'ma still push Roman Reigns because I know I can make money with him. I know I can do things with him.
Millions.
So Matt Ryan, like,
millions.
I know y'all don't like Kevin Stefanski, but this guy he can turn our team around. He can build culture here, the right culture. Like he made the playoffs his first season. People don't understand. You know how hard it is to make the playoffs your first season as a head coach? It's not easy.
The reality of it, if you look at how the team is constructed, you look at what they want to do. Like I said, in the introductory press conference with Matt Ryan, basically told you everything. But the problem is when that press conference was going in there, and I was in that chat in that press conference, looking at all the people that was in there, y'all spent more time sucking each other off instead of paying attention to what the fuck was being said.
Oh, yes.
Let me say that again. Y'all paid more attention on sucking and kissing each other off instead of paying attention to what was said.
I would have told you everything you need to know.
It was a virtual orgy.
You know punishment.
Pretty much, Matt pretty much said, but he said it in the most modest, politically correct way he can. He said that, hey, I remember we were a winning team when I was playing at a high level, but y'all didn't want that because it wasn't good enough for y'all. But guess what? We're gonna do things the way I want to do it, and the vision is we're going to not replicate, because I hate saying replicate, but we're going to establish this identity of the team. We're going to establish a true identity of this team, and we're going to stick with it. We're not going to be experimenting with, well, this may work, this may not work. No, we're going to work with what works in the past. We're not going to keep doing this innovative, or everybody wants to talk about this new way of doing things. There's no new way of doing things. It's just, again, things get tweaked and modified.
A rampant disease called Vic-itis.
Like I said, bro, the fact that everybody's crashing out is making me laugh, bro. It really just makes me laugh more than anything.
I ought to make them
Because
talk. I ought to make them talk to my mama. Cause damn it, she done called me 3 damn times and done knocked me off the damn show. Don't want nothing. Damn. They gonna ask me why I'm acting funny.
but it goes back to what we saying. When there's a decision that's quote unquote uncomfortable being made, you're gonna find out who's really logical about it and looking at it from both sides, or you're just gonna find out who's gonna be stuck in the way. George Carlin said best. When your idea becomes your ideology,
Right.
you're just gonna be like you said, your common sense gonna get thrown out the window, and everything is just gonna be based on emotion. So I'm just gonna say that.
That boy been watching Comedy Central.
Hey, shit. We living in Comedy Central right now. The way these motherfuckers acting.
He said a whole lot of other stuff too. I seen that excerpt. He said a whole lot of other stuff too.
Exactly. That's all that shit was. I ain't got too much on that. Anything else to say about that? I'm just like, bro, you can't complain about one guy not winning, but then y'all sitting over here throwing parades and VIP parties at Magic City for the dude beforehand that didn't have a history of winning either. I'm just saying. I just saw a Seattle team that whooped them San Francisco 41-0 win, in which his quarterback threw for 124 yards. I'm just saying. Sam Darnold could have been pissing in the corner and they still would have won that game.
Bruh.
Coaching matters, man. Coaching matters.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you got anything else you want to add to this? You think we done? Because I see nobody still answered that damn question.
Nobody's happy here.
And we're gonna
us. They rather have Vic because they get sick.
And you got Black Spartan talking about y'all emotional niggas. Nigga, you the one that coming in here with all the damn emotion.
Get your black ass up out of here with that.
Your dumb ass, your dumb ass using the word trash.
That motherfucker up here talking about Spartan, like, bitch, you can't
Get
fight.
the fuck out of here, bro.
Right? Get out of here with your typing ass.
Nigga, Spartan.
But you already strike. Look, you already strike one with me with that Spartan name. So
yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I don't do Spartan.
A black Spartan.
This is Sparta.
Nigga, they would have threw your ass off. They would have threw you off the goddamn mountain at birth.
He'd be the first one.
You wouldn't even made it to be a damn Spartan.
Cry now, chill later.
But like I said, you still see he didn't answer the damn question.
Man, we waiting for people to answer that question, man. This live is gonna take 3 weeks.
So, Black Spartan, ask me that question. Outside of Shador Sanders,
you got 5 minutes to answer the motherfucking question, and your ass getting blocked. I'm not hitting that Black Sparta bullshit. Up here whining, talking about y'all mad. You sound like a fucking 10-year-old talking about fucking you mad. A grown ass man up here talking about some y'all mad.
You the
one
get out of here with that pet ass little boy ass shit.
You mad? You the one over there.
You know what?
What do you use? Tampons or Tampax?
No, personals. Kotex personals.
With the personals.
Yeah. The whole drawers. They got a whole whole draws. I know. I know. I know. 'Cause my ex won. Like they got a whole draws. Coach ain't personal.
Negro did not just say that, did he, y'all?
Look. John said he's still trying to research it.
That's
I
funny.
just asked a simple fucking question.
He
I just
don't
asked a
know.
simple question. I said, outside of the Shadur Sanders situation, what makes it a bad thing? One thing that he said was he couldn't win with Baker Mayfield in the prime Nick Chubb. Hell,
They went to
we
the
got a prime.
playoffs with them.
Exactly. They went to the playoffs. We got a prime Bijan Robinson, Drake London, one of the best offensive lines of football. Got a better quarterback situation than that.
Yeah,
And
Baker.
we won one less game than the previous coach. The previous coach had with a worse team. Yeah. So since we gonna do this the right way, get that motherfucker up out of here. Now,
Uh-oh.
nah,
Did he buy his way up out of here?
Yep.
I threw his ass up out of here. Cause like I said, he did all that talking, and I asked that question for about 15 damn minutes and didn't answer not one thing.
Don't put that in
So,
the chat. Don't put stuff in the chat, you guys, in the comment section, and not wanting to elaborate on what you're saying.
hmm
Don't
the
put
only
vague comments in because the thing is, if you gonna stand on the take, you damn well better have some evidence and some common
right,
sense
right.
reply back, because if not, man, like, you have no argument. Y'all just being emotional right
The
now.
the argument is y'all niggas gonna be mad after next season. That's not an argument.
No.
That's a nigga that's what you call def,
Deflection at its finest.
yeah, that was you're deflecting your own pissed offness about the move onto us because you couldn't answer the question that was said throughout the whole show. So
And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I don't think no group of, and I ain't shooting down nobody, man, because I don't get into all that. I don't
mhm,
think no one is more open and lenient when it comes to us to allowing you all to have your say. I haven't seen it yet, and when you get, bro, leave that little kid shit at the house. Listen, first of all, if you okay, let's get it. Okay, I get it. You mad? You ain't the only motherfucker that's mad. Okay, everybody
exactly.
mad about something. Okay, stop trying to make everything all about you. All right, we don't have time for that little boy shit. That's that little boy shit that Spartan dude is on. You need to grow the fuck up. Like anybody got time for that, man. All right,
Uh,
listen. Stefanski was not even on my. He wasn't even on my radar as coaches. He wasn't even on my radar.
bro,
He just
I
happened to
didn't
pop.
care.
He just happened to pop up there when he lost his job, but he wasn't on my radar. So, and I ain't around here throwing a whole goddamn pity party, a hissy fit. All right,
Mhm.
like so, it's just y'all excuse me, everybody in the chat for my outburst on that person, but I have a very low tolerance for dumb shit. These guys on this panel know me. I got a very low tolerance for that simple shit. And
You,
he was
you
just
got
being simple as hell. Like,
yeah.
it's okay to voice your opinion, but don't be simple as hell. You just up here being simple as hell.
You got to look at Kevin Stefanski was a logistical hire. All right, like, you look at what he can bring to the coaching staff, and then and Chris J 541. That's a great thing, and I really feel like he's gonna bring Bill Musgrave here with Atlanta with him, If y'all forgot who Bill Musgrave was, he used to be Matt Ryan's quarterback coach when he was drafted.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
helped Matt Ryan. He helped develop Matt Ryan. So why not give Michael Penix that opportunity to have the same person that mentored and developed Matt Ryan for Michael Penix? Like, y'all gotta think of those things. Think of things like that as well. And not only that, you gotta and people not taking this serious. Josh Blank worked in the NFL headquarters for 5 seasons. Don't you think he looked at every team or how every team was kind of organized? Looked at their coaching staff, looked at their scouting department. Like Josh Blank probably saw Stefanski, he great coach, bad situation. What if one day if I do have the opportunity to have a say for the Atlanta Falcons, I may end up bringing him in to be my head coach. You see that picture? Y'all seen that picture with, when they was at the steakhouse last night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And guess who was flanked to the right of Stefanski?
let him know.
It was
Right.
Josh Blank. Josh Blank was on the right. Arthur was on the left.
That's my first time ever seeing Arthur out of a goddamn suit.
No, I've seen him and look. I've seen Arthur so many times outside of the 3-piece suit. He used to be there's a place up there in Hall County called Eagle Ranch. It's not so far from
Yep.
the Falcons training camp. I went there for a little bit. That's the place where kids go when they have behavior issues or whatever. But at risk issues, put it like that. So he used to come up there all the time because he used to sponsor the ranch, and he used to wear polo and some khaki pants but most unks at that time they wear gator those gator shoes. So he looked like a mob boss. Still, like, again, Arthur's a down to earth person. A lot of people kind of see him, but again, tell me a rich person that's not an asshole. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find one. Most rich people are assholes. That's how they got to be who they are.
So let me ask this question. Like, I want to see what you really don't you think this statement is contradictory?
It's going back to the Shador situation.
Like, my thing is, you say he doesn't have a track record with dealing with quarterbacks and then has no say in it. So how can you say he doesn't have a track record if he doesn't have a say? You never gave him an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You just told him to do it, work his magic on something.
Foreign officer said, "This is what we want to do. We don't care about how you feel. We don't care about your insight on it. We want
Translation:
you."
He didn't. They fucked up the Shador situation. That's the translation. That's what it
Man,
is. It's
they
about
fucked up
Shador.
That's it.
all those
That's
quarterbacks.
it.
It wasn't just Shador. They fucked up all the quarterbacks.
It
It wasn't
started with the
just
Deshaun Watson
Shador.
trade. It started with the Deshaun Watson trade doomed that team. You lost first round draft picks. You lost some second round draft picks too, by the way. Like,
Yep.
they lost a lot of draft capital for 23 and 24. That's why 24 and 25 they didn't make the playoffs, because you ain't really had the opportunity to have draft picks to kind of enhance your team. When you lose a lot of draft capital, you are behind the 8 ball.
My thing is, on top of this, Rob, is you're under the impression that he wants Kurt. He could have had Kurt already. Okay?
Anything is a possibility, man. Anything is a possibility. It just anything is a possibility. I think people are losing their shit because it's a picture going viral of Kevin Stefanski shown with Kirk Cousins and when Kirk Cousins played in Minnesota. I get it. The conspiracy theorists. I got a lot of that in me too. Um, it's
So
a
was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. They was great friends at one point. So what the fuck that got to do with anything?
So I mean, at the end of the day, we got to have a quarterback to start the season next year anyway. So I don't know. Hey, it just may be Kirk Cousins. I've already mentally prepared myself for it to be Kirk Cousins. I mean, a lot of people think that the restructuring of his contract was him doing us a solid. Explain to me, why would he do us a solid? Mike, go and kick me off. I'm about to go there. Just I'll respect it if you kick me off. Go ahead.
Get you some Tito's, Truth.
Huh?
Get you some Tito's, man.
Hell no, I'll be worse. I'll be worse. I can't drink like that any longer. I'm sorry.
Because I know I'm gonna need me a drink today. I'm way overstimulated with these damn dumbass fans.
God Almighty, boy.
Like everybody come up with the worst possible scenario. Everybody coming out with the worst. What if it fucking works? What if Michael Penix turned into an MVP because this dude ended up bringing a play action style to go along with his skill set? What if that happens? Why we got to think about the worst shit possible first?
Shit, we could make a trade. We could make a trade for nothing to get a guy like Kenny Pickett to come in and play and make the playoffs. Who knows? Like,
we don't none of that shit.
You only come up with the worst case scenarios if it's a guy that you don't want.
Because you're trying to make an excuse for your emotions. You're trying to stop justifying y'all emotions with this worst case scenario bullshit.
That's what they love to do. The doomsday scenario conversation always comes up when the actions of the team that you quote unquote root for doesn't do what fits your fantasy wants and needs.
Hey.
For the record, y'all. For the record, I done damn near gave up on Michael Penix. But guess what? If he's my quarterback, he's my quarterback. I done damn near gave up on him because I don't think his knee gonna hold up. But guess what? I'm one person. Hell, I'm prepared to possibly deal with Kirk Cousins, and I now already let the fellas know where I stand on where we should go at quarterback next year.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That never happened. That never happened.
That
never happened.
No, I did. You're right.
People keep talking about Michael Penix and his injuries. That's another thing too. People keep talking about Michael Penix injuries. What about Joe Burrow? Everybody keep Joe Burrow. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back. But like, what about Michael Penix? Burrow had injuries in college. That's one of the reasons why Ohio State gave up on him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's shit this rookie year too.
Yeah. So but at the end of the day, I ain't gonna sit up here and huff and puff and blow the goddamn house down if it don't go the way I say it. I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's get it.
So this is what A.J. Evans said. The Browns are most likely hiring Jim Schwartz and has a worse. So this goes to show you the Browns are a horrible organization to the point of don't nobody even want to go there and coach. They got to hire their defensive coordinator to become their head coach.
And Jim Schwartz going back to the coaching rank?
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, Jim Schwartz.
He was a defense coordinator under Stefanski this season.
He kind of old, ain't he?
He a head coach somewhere else.
That motherfucker might be 8 years old.
He was the head coach. He was the head coach of the Detroit Lions back in like
2010. Yeah, Jim Schwartz old as damn. He old as hell, bro.
Mm-hmm. Remember they
when he did what?
Remember the Lions had the Ndamukong Suh and Kyle Vandenbosch.
Wasn't he the head coach when they went on 16 that year?
No, he was not. That wasn't him.
Okay.
They hired him after that.
I think after that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he spent some time.
No, he's not that old. No. I apologize. He ain't that old. He's only 59.
Yeah, he's not that old. Because he was Jeff Fisher's defensive coordinator in Tennessee back in the day.
So I think we just think that he's old because we recognize that name for a long time.
Yeah.
I think that's why we thinking that's why.
Yeah, Yeah, Swartz and a guy like Fangio, those are like your stalwart, like defensive guys that been coordinators, but they had head coaching experience, but it really didn't pan out the way it needed to. But nevertheless, they're still good defensive play callers.
Don, allow me to give a tidbit. Jim Schwartz, Cleveland Browns, 1993 to 1995 personal scout. Baltimore Ravens, 1996, 1998 outside linebackers coach. Tennessee Titans, 1999 defensive assistant. 2000 linebackers coach. 2001 through 2008, he was their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
2009 through 2013, head coach of the Detroit Lions. 2014, defensive coordinator, Buffalo Bills. 2016 to 2020, Eagles defensive coordinator.
He won a Super Bowl with them.
Senior defensive assistant for the Titans of 21 to 22 and 23 to present. The Browns defensive coordinator, and the way it looks, he's going to be the next head coach.
Like I said, man, the Atlanta Falcons right now are going through the villain arc. They tried, like I said, they tried the symbolism. They satisfied the symbolism shit the previous 2 years, and you ended up with a lot of drama behind that shit. So, like I said, once again, you're bringing in a guy who is the uncomfortable hire, and a lot of times, the uncomfortable hire may be the answer you're looking for.
So Olbrich is staying as the defense coordinator. This been brought up by Rappaport.
Yeah, because Stefanski's been doing his homework. He's been doing his homework and talking with Jeff Olbrich
Mm-hmm. So the
through the whole
defensive side
process.
of the ball is probably going to stay with like it is. They may bring a couple of positional coaches in just to do things different, because if Olbrich calling this defense the way he wanted, he gonna probably remove some guys and bring in guys that he can trust. And because some of those guys are still layovers from when Raheem was the coach and Jimmy Lake was here as the defensive coordinator.
hmm So basically, truth will tell you this. Even with Stefanski, you get a 2-for-1 special. You literally sat here and brought in a head coach and an offensive coordinator in the same body. That's a 2-for-1 special.
Yep.
3-for-1. Isn't he a quarterback? Ain't he a developer quarterback?
Actually,
Yeah,
he's a
but if he bringing in Bill Musgrave, I think Musgrave is going to probably be working more closely with developing
Musgrave
Bill
and Callahan.
And Bill Callahan, he coming in as the O-line coach. I don't know who the OC gonna be. They said it could be Tommy Reese or it could be Brian Callahan. I hope it's Brian Callahan. Tommy Reese is not bad. Everybody keeps saying he's a bad play caller, but his time at Bama, that 23 Bama offense was actually good. And just you had Jalen Milroe. That's the best quarterback that had that situation that year.
Right.
so basically what you're saying is the new head coach coming in is actually bringing in coaches that actually has experience and not first time guys.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's either gonna be Brian Callahan. It could be Brian
Mm,
Callahan or it could be Tommy Reese.
mm,
But we'll see.
mm. That's already a change from the previous regime. Bringing in coordinators that actually have experience being coordinators. Hmm. That's an interesting concept, don't y'all think?
Yes, it is.
All right. Dre Daddy, go. It was every team that has a vacancy was inquiring about Kevin Stefanski, including the New York Giants. Every team was asking for Kevin Stefanski, even Baltimore and
Titans,
Pittsburgh.
Ravens, Raiders, all of them.
The Ravens actually had a schedule for Stefanski actually today.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, he had a schedule for the Ravens and the Titans today. Like if he would have left Atlanta last night after the second interview, chances are we probably wouldn't even have him. We would probably be still looking for a candidate.
Because the thing about it is, if you wait too long for Clint Kubiak and then he decides to stay,
Right. We'd be shit in the water.
Will be the situation where the Colts was when they tried to bring in Josh McDaniels, and McDaniels who had on Pat's Nation, and they had to hire Frank Wright, which they had good success for 2 years, but then the bottom fell out.
The thing is, you have to know when to wait, and you have to know when you have to play, when you have to make a decision. Because the thing about it is, we are midway through January right now. The draft is only 2-3 months away, so they gotta come. They have to figure out their draft plan now.
Because like you said, the general manager, his I mean, we got a few guys in the front office still there. And the general manager may have, and I think those guys will probably fall off on the next year if they do. The Falcon front office guys, but like right now, this is who we got. So we got to get on it quickly.
Yeah, we got stuff to do. We got to still hire a GM. Once we hire the GM, then that's when we can start doing contract negotiations and looking into free agency and looking at start scouting for the draft. That's why we really haven't had draft talk, because we don't know who the GM is going to be.
Right.
So right now, fingers are pointing towards Josh Williams. In San Francisco, I honestly think that'd be a great move for us, because if we're trying to run that particular West Coast offense, he knows how to pick those. He knows how to scout those guys. And you look at that San Francisco team, like the team, even like bench players are coming in, they were being serviceable,
Right.
So, and then we're gonna have to probably revamp the line. So I already know our center's gonna be gone. We're gonna probably have a new center week 1. So I know. Yeah, Lindstrom. I know Lindstrom is staying, and then Bergeron, he played that same offense in college at Syracuse, so Bergeron be fine. And then you got Jake Matthews, who played it before. So the person I'm thinking about is McGarry, but McGarry, he's good enough. He can make the adjustments, but that center, I already know we're gonna end up have to get another one.
Exactly. So I really ain't got nothing much else left to say. So y'all got anything else?
Yeah, I do. Is brother D Sloan still on here? D Sloan, please report to my office.
Oh my goodness! What the hell did he do?
Sloan, Brother Sloan, could you please report to my office up here, please, Brother Sloan?
Dang.
Oh my goodness! What?
I didn't want to believe it, brother, but somebody threw you under the bus. I was told that you had a good old time off my sleeping disorder last week, brother. Now, I really, before I accuse you of anything, Brother Sloan, I want you to be able to speak for yourself. If you still on here, Brother Sloan, because I didn't want to believe it. I said, Brother D. Sloan ain't gonna do. They shut up, Brian Peoples. I didn't want to believe that about Brother D. Sloan. I was kind of wounded when they told me about that, Brother Sloan. But
D. Sloan ain't shit. All right.
I already know Southside ain't shit. I already know Southside ain't shit. Southside ain't with the elephant on the fairground. I already know that. Oh, Jamarius Gill, for really?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
That nigga guilty.
Listen, I'm asking you a question, bro Sloan. They done already ratted on you. Them cats up here, they done already ratted on you.
Yeah.
So,
Sam did it. I ain't do it. Sam did.
I need you to speak for yourself, brother.
Sam snitched on you, man.
Because I didn't want to believe it.
Sam snitched on you.
You need receipts.
That nigga's guilty.
That's video documented evidence.
For real, Brian Peoples? For real people? For real, bro? All right. I tried to tell y'all. Look, bro, I got a disorder, man. Shut up, Sam. I got a disorder, okay? I got a disorder.
Look, y'all better leave that man in sleeping disorder. He tried to fight me for making jokes about him.
Really, Mike? Really, Mike? Really, Mike? Really, Mike?
Y'all could go back and pull up the code, nigga. You can hear it for yourself.
That motherfucker want to take my head off, okay?
That nigga sounds like a tractor with a bad transmission.
For real, Sam? For real?
Yeah, and you did it your way.
Oh, God dang it. That motherfucker want to bite my head off.
This is bullshit.
I was just goddamn playing. I was just playing with him. That
Okay, Sam. Okay.
Sam, why are you making cassowary noises? Why are you making cassowary noises?
That's okay. That's okay. God gonna get y'all for messing with his child. God. And Kevin, I'm very surprised at you, okay?
Hey, I just asked a question. He over here making cassowary noises. I just asked a question. I just asked a
For real,
question.
T-Lord? Oh, for real, T-Lord? For real, T-Lord? That's how we doing it, T-Lord? I know I said something slick about going to high school the other day. I know I said something slick about going to high school. That's cool. I know for real, T-Lord? That's how we doing it, bro? That's how we doing it, bro? All right, T-Lord. Let's see how we kicking it.
It is video documented evidence. Y'all go pull it up.
Hey, I just noticed something. Very weird. So we doing uniform. I know it's not. This is off topic.
Yeah.
We doing a uniform change, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a possible logo, maybe a logo change too. I want y'all to look at what Josh Blank was wearing last night. Did y'all see? Did y'all see what he wore last night?
Can you put it on the screen?
I really can't.
Okay.
It won't be. You won't be able to zoom in. So
okay.
I want everybody to just go back and look at what Josh Blank had on last night. He had on a vest, but that vest had the old Falcons logo.
Wait a minute. You ain't telling me what I think you telling me.
Hey, I'm just throwing that out there in the atmosphere. I'm just saying.
Lion King, Brian Peoples. I'm leaving y'all. I ain't never coming back. Y'all blame T. Lloyd, D. Sloan, Brian Peoples, and Southside. Y'all blame them. Truth is checking out. Truth never to return. I'm in my feelings.
So what you mean is it's possibility of Back in Black Part 2?
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Lampert changed the uniform with Jerry Glenville. Like that.
Boy, if we go back to that, boy, I'm gonna be extra happy.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
Somebody
I
tweeted.
love the old logo. That's all I wear is the old logo.
Somebody
Logo.
tweeted and said the Atlanta Falcons finally appear to be wising up. 2 Philly guys now in charge at president and head coach. These
Oh,
guys are going to bring a more common sense approach to building and philosophy. I tried to give Mr. Blank this advice years ago.
Mm.
I'm gonna add a fifth person. ATL Leo. ATL Leo ain't what the elephant left on the fairground. I'm sorry, my bad. I gotta add him too.
Yeah, he talking about John Kincaid wrote that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, did you hear the key word that was said in there? Did you hear the key word in that whole phrase?
Repeat it because I was talking. I was being rude. Go ahead.
Common sense approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody that's been an exec or a head coach understands how football works. Everybody who's played at a high level or been in a front office and their team was on a high level, they are praising the Kevin Stefanski hire for Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
The only people that shitting on it is these non-knowledgeable football fans.
It, it's
Ryan
the
I
Clark's
it,
of
mean,
the fucking world. The Ryan Clark's of the world.
Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharp, Cam Newton, the Hoteps.
like,
You know what the crazy part about this? If you look at all of them,
What's
all of
up?
them are privileged Negroes that got a lot of money. They're talking about they need another chance because they're not making the money they used to make.
well,
Just look at all of them. Look at every last one of them. Searching for that one hitter quitter.
yeah, you talking about the Cam Newtons and the Ryan Clarks?
Yeah, because
Mhm.
they ain't in the spotlight like they used to. They're not making the money like they used to, so they got to come out and say the dumbest, outrageous shit just to try to
Well,
get in the news.
you know what? You know what? You know what our parents used to tell us? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. As far as like you gonna play ball, you need to have a backup plan because
That's what they
football
always.
ain't always gonna last forever. So when you went to college, instead of you just focusing on football or basketball, you should have been in class and understand what major you want your degree in, so you have a fallback plan.
But this was my doing this was actually my fallback plan. You know what I'm saying? But other people don't think like that. They just
Look,
go up and
I made a career out of my fallback plan.
you sure as hell did. You sure as hell
Fuck you,
did.
T Lord. Fuck you, T Lord. Fuck you. Fuck you, T Lord. Oh man, they wearing my ass out over here. They wearing me out over here. At least they doing it to my face now. They wearing me out right now. That cool. That's
Hell,
cool.
they
Hey,
used to
look.
get paid the first time. Your ass was just unconscious.
Damn.
Well, think about it like this, Truth. They doing it to you because they fuck with you.
Hey, but you know what? And ultimately, I did it to myself.
You
There you
did
go.
it to yourself.
I did it to myself.
Oh.
Well, but they fuck. But like you said, Truth, they fuck with you. That's why
All
they
good,
do
man. I fought back with him, man. I fought back with him, man. Hey, look here, man. Again, I'm gonna say this, man. Hey, y'all excuse me. I ain't got nothing against. I ain't got nothing against that brother. I just got, the brother that I had to snap on a little bit. But hey, man, I'm just kind of that's that old nigga in me. We're a little extra grouchy. You dig what I'm saying? And people call us sensitive. I don't give a flying fuck. What you call me, don't call me collect. But at the end of the day, hey man, I fuck with y'all back, man. Only thing we trying to put out to y'all, bro. Hey, look here, man. Hey, let's see the shit through before we throw it away. All right.
right.
Let's see it through before we throw it away.
I thought it was a mistake to give Brian Snicker the job. He won us a championship. So
Bobby Cox, people forget Bobby Cox was he managed before he worked at the Braves front office. All
yeah.
right. His manager record before the Braves was not good at
Yeah,
all.
it was pretty bad, boy.
And look what he did. One of the greatest managers of all time.
Actually, Bobby, his first stint with us, he was in the front office.
Yeah,
Then
that's
he
what I'm saying.
came.
But before he was that, he was a manager. I forgot
He
what
was a
team it was. I
manager
think it was
before. Was
Toronto.
it? Yeah.
Let me see.
I think Bobby was with us in the late 70s, early 80s, and then he left.
Yep.
He went to Toronto, and then he came back. I think.
Yeah, he
Nah,
did.
that's
He did.
about
He
it.
did. He was with us for 3 years, and then he left. He went to Toronto and got fired there, and then he worked in the front office for 5 years, and then he left the front office to be the manager.
Yeah, because he really wasn't no. Bobby was Bobby's on field guy. He really wasn't no. He wasn't no stiff in a suit.
He wasn't a sheer host.
Mm. That's what I said, man. People, you guys sometimes it works out for some people. And before people come up, well, y'all to give Raheem is not. He was not good, man. Not good.
Motherfucker had about 12 times. Okay.
You had the interim job in 2020 and didn't do anything with that.
Raheem took over for a team that was already playoff ready.
You know what? I
What
would
on
have
that man's
respected.
resume?
I would have respected him being hired. I would have respected it more. Them just going ahead on and giving him the job back in 20.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they go ahead on and give him the job back in 20 and he don't work out, we probably on our way. We probably on our way to the Super Bowl now because the hire that we made today we could have made that similar, or yesterday could have made that similar hire 3 years ago. If that makes sense.
But what I'm saying is true. If you look back a couple of years ago, the reason why I said the Raheem hire did not make sense a couple of years ago because every other candidate that we interviewed was better than him. They were
Every
better than
last
him.
one of them.
I'm talking about somebody put up the list of names that we hired Raheem over.
You go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. You got it.
I was there. Jim Harbaugh, Bill Belichick, Mike McDonald. Who else we interviewed? Ben Johnson, and then we also interviewed Steve Wilkes.
Yep.
And we ain't hired none one of them. We hired Raheem. And that's why I said like he wasn't even the best candidate that we interviewed. He was the worst. This time around with Kevin Stefanski, like outside of John Harbaugh, who can you say that's better than Kevin Stefanski? You can't say Mike Daniel was because they kind of like almost, I ain't gonna say similar, but like Miami had more talent than
I don't know.
Cleveland.
How many times did Harbaugh ever win Coach of the Year?
Which Harbaugh?
John, who just got hired with the Giants.
I don't know if he did or not. If he did, probably a long time ago.
Okay, so nobody that's up for head coaching position has won one Coach of the Year, much less two.
Yeah, he ain't never won. Oh yeah, he won Coach of the Year in 2019.
Okay,
so he won it. So he won it the year before Stefanski won.
And based off of that list that you said, true, the one thing that those candidates did is what we've been saying: keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah,
that's all they did. Keep it simple, stupid. And they didn't take no elaborate ass offenses for them to win football games. They went right back to the basics. Hello,
common sense football, man.
The Falcons right now. The Falcons right now are at a standpoint right now where they got to take it back to the basics. The problem the last 2 years is we tried to be too cute. We tried to be cute. We tried to play. We tried to play flashy football. But the reality of it is they got to take it back to the basics. Now here's the thing, and then this is what I would say. If, and let's just say if, Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson was calling plays and building game plans like they did the last month of the season and the beginning of the season, they still might be it. But the fact that you tried to play flashy ass football in the beginning, and then when you're out of the playoffs, now you're going back to the basics. That's why Arthur Blank said that there was no consistent leadership to take this team to the next level because you went back to the basics when you was already out of it.
I mean, K-Styles, just a split with Carolina, we win the division. With all other
Right,
shit that went on, just a split with Carolina, we win the division.
right.
Man, you don't get chances after chances when you
What
lose
the?
to everybody in
Yeah,
the you don't get that when
yeah. I think you graduated with us. Yeah.
you lose and all that. Like you lost to damn near everybody in the
Oh,
you lost damn
like I
near
said,
everybody in the
I don't,
chance.
like I
So
said,
that's my thing. Like you can't sit up here and talk about, dude deserved chances. Bro, you losing to everybody. Like y'all trying to claim a girl that getting screwed by everybody. Like, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah, that's my lady.
Man, that's
Look,
everybody, lady. Okay.
look, when she come in the house for all the fellas to serve her up, when it's his time to go, he locked the door.
Yeah.
Like, nah. Like,
Oh, boy.
no, we'll like I said, the game will be on in less than 40 something minutes or so. Everybody get their lab taken, figure out what they're gonna do for the rest of the day. I'm sure Slam will
game
have
not
something.
supposed. That
Huh?
game don't come on the 4:30.
It's 2:30. Come on.
No, it's 3.
That game come
Yeah,
on
it's
at 3.
on. I
Yeah,
thought it
3.
was 2:30, 2:30, 3:30, something like
I
that.
think that what I saw, that game come on at 3. Let me see here.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
the broadcast might start at 2:30, but the game might be at 3.
Yeah, 3:00 for the game. 3:00 for the Texans and the Patriots. 6:30 for the Rams and the Bears.
Ooh, that game, that last game, yeah, Chicago, that win that night. Ooh,
Woo,
boy,
coming off Lake Michigan. Woo.
yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah. But I ain't got nothing else, man. Like I said, y'all ready to get up on out here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all be on the lookout. We on halftime duty today too. Divisional round to close it out to see who's gonna be in the conference championship games. Fill it out with the end of the night post game. You know what I'm saying? Outlook, and then we'll take it on into Monday.
After the end of the night post game, y'all be on the lookout for a possible State of Truth address.
Yeah, and then if there's any news that comes throughout the day, like who's going to be a receivers coach or quarterbacks coach or whatever, we'll keep y'all updated. All thing we know now is Bill Callahan. He's coming to Atlanta to be the Falcons' new offensive line coach. So
Joe Thomas was having dinner with
That goddamn Jameer
Joe
Gilliam ain't
Thomas.
worth shit talking about no,
But
she my
Joe
lady.
Thomas, I'm mad at him because he talking about he was gonna be possibly on the coaching staff. I'm like, y'all,
Yeah.
Then he's like 2 truths and a lie. I'm like, bro, Joe, you ain't nothing, man.
Who said that?
Joe Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all rocking up here with us. Like you said, man, look out for the State of the Truth address later on today, as well as we will be doing halftime and post game shows for the playoff games today.
Yeah, I'm going right after the post game show. I'm going right after the last post game show. So, I was gonna do a Midnight Madness, but I want to shut it down a little earlier tonight. I don't want to fall asleep no more. Really, Sam? Really? You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Thank
All
you,
right.
Don. Thank you, Don, for being the only one to care about me enough not to roast me.
He roast your ass too.
I ain't said nothing.
No, Don,
Look,
I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to believe that, little brother. Really, Kevin? Really?
I ain't doing nothing but laughing. Man, no, I ain't doing nothing but laughing. It ain't my fault you snore like a weed eater.
Oh man, y'all fucked up, man. Look, man. With
It's
friends
all
like y'all,
love.
who needs enemies? I swear to God, boy. Stop
Hey
laughing,
man.
Leo. Go on that BS HL, Leo. Now, go on, stop it now.
But on
I'm not
that,
ready for your foolishness today.
but on that note, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Mr. White Network,
yes.
OG Truth TV. That's two and a Z. OG Truth TV, Mr. White Network, as well as the Heavy Hitters live, Mad Mike Sports and 6MK Live. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
I don't know.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
And that ain't nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
One more thing before we go. Guys, fans, please stop
I'm
being.
emotional. Look at me. I can't stop crying.
Oh my goodness.
Out of here.
We out. We out.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Out like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.